accrued. Now we will today start. I have sent you 2 short clippings. I'm sure you should have seen that. So the basic, let me start with the theory and then we'll go to the entries. The first part that we're going to discuss today is the methods of redemption. So for methods, we have the first easiest method, that is lump sum. So let's say you have 5 lakh of debentures which you have to redeem. So you are together redeeming 5 lakh, then that becomes lump sum. It's simple in the sense that you are just together giving out 5 lakh and therefore it is lump sum. Easiest method. On the other hand, you have another method, that is annual installment or draw of lots. As the word suggests, that annually you are paying off in certain installment. For instance, if you have 5 lakh to be redeemed, then let's say you are redeeming 1 lakh every year for 5 years. Or it can be, it's not, that every installment has to be of the same amount. You decide that maybe 80,000 in the first year, 1 lakh in the next year, 2 lakh in the third year, and so on. So that is another method, which is annual installment method. The third one is conversion into shares and debentures. It means that you already have certain debentures, and while issue of debentures, it is decided that these debentures can be converted. So obviously, if you have 5 lakh of debentures and you're converting into certain amount of shares, so it's like debentures to equity shares. That's what the entry is. So automatically your debentures get redeemed. Since those debentures do not exist anymore, in place of debentures, you are issued shares, or maybe you can issue some new debentures in place of those debentures. So that is conversion into shares or debentures. The next and the last method is purchase of its own debentures in open market. Like let's say there is a person holding 5 lakh of debentures. You are purchasing those debentures from that person, or automatically you're giving him out 5 lakh or whatever money. And these new debentures become the investment of the company. So therefore, these are the methods. But now please note, the second thing that I'm going to talk about is the sources. Now there is a difference between methods and sources, how we'll talk about that. So I'm going to start with the sources of redemption. First one being out of capital, which is also considered only for academic purpose and not so practical. Out of capital. Second is out of profit. And the last is conversion. So let's understand the first one, like the easiest one I said. So when we are saying that we are redeeming out of capital, we are not making any entries for taking out certain amount from the surplus. Why? Because the word says out of capital, hence you are using capital. It's a simple entry. Since you are going to redeem your debentures, the usual entries that you have for it is, for instance, let's say you're going to redeem the debentures are due. So for out of capital, you will say debentures when it is due to the debenture holder. Depending on, yes beta. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I'm sharing. मैं अभी तक share ही नहीं कर रही थी क्या? Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am. Now
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
Okay. So debentures to debenture holder, and then depending on how you're paying in terms of premium, etc., debenture holder to bank. We know that this is the simple entry that you have, but obviously there is a possibility that you might have issued your debentures at a discount, or maybe you are redeeming them at a discount. For instance, if you are redeeming them at a discount, okay, so please keep in mind, since you are redeeming them at a discount means you are having a profit. So if you're having a profit, that means debentures to, let me write it actually, just a minute, redeem. So you have debentures to debenture holder, but then you are redeeming it at a discount. So that discount becomes your profit to capital. The first one was when you were actually redeeming at par, but this is the second one that you are redeeming at a discount. Now there is also a possibility that you redeem at premium. At premium. Obviously, again, the entry will be debenture. And you're going to give them a premium also. So premium on redemption of debentures to debenture holder. And you're going to pay to the debenture holder. Remember that if there is a premium, you will have to write that off also. So depending on if you already have certain security premium, you can use that to write it off. Or if not, then whatever other reserves are there, or we can say, let's write down any free reserve, surplus, general reserve, etc. From that to on redemption. Okay, any question? So this was actually simple and like I said, very theoretical in nature. I don't really expect any question also on this, but then yeah, okay, you never know. So now let's come to a little tricky one, which is known as out of profit. Now, when I'm saying out of profit, so this was out of capital, so to say. Now, the moment I say out of profit, please note, now, whatever profit, like for example, in my balance sheet, I have certain surplus, right? You have to understand one thing, that it's not that there is a difference. If you remember when we did cash flow also, that profit is different from cash. Is it? Yes or no? Is profit different from cash? Please answer. Is profit different from cash? Yes. Okay. So this means that मैं जो करती हूँ, मैं out of profit जो निकालती हूँ, let's say मेरे पास 5 लाख का surplus है, right? And मुझे कुछ redemption करनी है अपनी debentures की. I am saying what I'm doing is I am taking certain money, or I wouldn't call it money, actually it is profit, it's not really cash. So I'm taking certain amount from the surplus and transferring it to the DRR. Now there is something known as debenture redemption reserve. So it's like a reserve that we have created to redeem the debentures, and its purpose is only debenture of redemption of debentures. So DRR is only for debenture of redemption of debentures. So therefore, one thing is you have to transfer certain amount from the profits to the DRR. Okay. Now let's get into the details, or let's say I'll expect you to come on page number 7.4. So there is certain theory from 7.4 to 7.5 to 7.6 that I'm going to talk about right now. What is it? It is that depending on what kind of company you are and what kind of debentures you have to put certain amount from your surplus into the DRR, this reserve that you are creating. If you note page number 7.5, there is a table there, and it clearly says, like for instance, if you have Indian financial institutions and you are having debentures which are public and private debentures, then you don't have to transfer anything to the DRR. But it also states that if you are an unlisted company, and you have private or public debentures, you will have to put at least 10% in the DRR. Okay, so what is important for us is this rate of 10%. Now, technically what I'm saying is the entry that I'm talking about, abhi hum detail mein entry karenge, but I'm just telling you the concept. So what I'm saying is I am the entry surplus to DRR. When I create a DRR, what I'll do is I'll pass the entry surplus to DRR. Now, very important point here is on which date I am going to pass this entry. This is going to be important because in these questions, you're going to write the dates also because they're important. Okay. So hence the order will also be very important in these questions. So, okay. Anybody, can you tell me on what date am I going to transfer the surplus to the DRR? Any idea?
I think on the last date of the financial year.
Right, that is 31st March. Any reason, Ashutosh?
Ma'am, because at that date we are actually transferring all our balances. Therefore, I think it should be transferred
The
on
reason,
that date.
yeah, I'll give you the reason. The reason is, see,
It
that you,
will be
yeah,
justified.
Karthik, repeat.
Ma'am, surplus of that date will be generated at that year will be generated on the last date only.
Exactly. This means that during the year, I mean, at the end, you will make your statement of profit and loss, and finally, you would have done certain entries. For example, surplus to interest, or to any kind of gains or losses you will be putting. At the end, whatever is remaining from that only you can transfer. Is it correct? Is it right? ऐसा तो है नहीं पहले दिन 1 अप्रैल को सबसे पहले आप DRR ही create करोगे. Does it make sense? So why I'm telling you this is because you kind of tend to forget that what date it is happening and what is the reason and what is the logic. Okay. Although मैंने एंट्री आपको सबसे पहले बता दी, तो टेक्निकली आपको ये बात समझ आ जानी चाहिए कि भाई 31 मार्च को तो ये तो एंड में होगी एंट्री, इससे पहले ऑब्वियसली और भी एंट्रीज होंगी. अब वो एंट्रीज क्या होंगी? अब सेकंड क्वेश्चन ये है, व्हाई एम आई क्रिएटिंग दिस DRR? मुझे DRR से पैसा तो मिलेगा नहीं, right? Like I said, cash is different from what? Profit. I have transferred certain amount of profit, but actually I need money to redeem, right? Now, where do I get this money to redeem from? So this surplus that I have, like you kind of can say the retained earning or so on, I will be investing it somewhere so that I get the money and plus interest, whatever, and that I can use for what you call redemption of debentures. So I am saying that it's not only that I'm going to pass this entry, actually before this I'm going to pass some other entries. What are those entries? For instance, and what are the dates of those entries, I'll tell you. So the first entry that you're going to pass is debenture, redemption, investment to bank. Now, what I'm saying is that I am investing in certain, mentioned, marketable securities, so that I get certain interest over that, and then whatever is the total amount that I get, I will be using that for the redemption of debentures. Now the question is that on which date am I going to pass this entry? Anybody? Any idea? On which date am I going to pass this entry? Anyone? Yes, Ashutosh?
Ma'am, I think a month back. I'm not really sure, ma'am.
No, just can you tell me the date and month? I mean, like that. Just guess, maybe. You don't have to be
Ma'am, I
correct.
guess Feb.
I cannot hear you, Ashutosh. Can you repeat? You're not audible. Anyway, anybody else wants to say, or otherwise I'll say. Okay. See, the logic says, I don't know if you know this, you can ask your parents also, or maybe anybody who would be investing, that usually if we talk about investments, for instance, if I'm talking about PPF, so there is this rule, not rule I will say, I mean for your benefit, that by 4th or 5th of April, you should invest the entire whatever amount you want to invest. Why? Because then that entire investment will earn you the interest for the entire year. Okay. So if I'm investing on like 4th April and compare it to if I'm investing on 30th September, obviously 30th September में पूरे साल का interest नहीं होगा. So similarly, keeping that in mind, here it says that this investment should be made in the beginning, and it also says the date being 30th April. This investment should be made on 30th April. Is this clear? This entry will be on 30th April. Okay. Now, two things which are important. One is that I know I am going to, yes, beta, Karthik.
The gap of 30 days in between.
Yeah. See, yeah, okay. Technically, it basically is just keeping a margin in the sense, like I said, for PPF also 1st April तक आप सब बंद करते हो and all that, आपकी books बंद होती हैं, चलता रहता है and all, ठीक है? तो PPF में जैसे 4th April and all होता है, तो within the year की जगह वो पूरा महीना लेता है, 30th April के end में आप end में करते हो तो May से आपका interest start हो जाता है. So it's just that, just a margin, nothing else, to check your finances and all that. ठीक है? Okay. So now other question is how much, right? How much? So I said to you that 10% तो आपको करना है surplus में. Please note this is the minimum. आप ज़्यादा भी कर सकते हो. So let's say 10% तो आपको करना है. Just set my laptop. So, and similarly, investment के लिए you have 15%. Okay. So, I mean, you can always deliberate why this much and why not, but then obviously we have to draw the line somewhere. And so based on that, this is how it is done. If I would like you to just read a couple of things, I'll be actually giving you 5 minutes for that. If you can come on page number 7.5 and read the entire 7.5, which will include the table, the dates, and yeah, the SAB guidelines also. All of you have 5 minutes for that. Please read that. And then just raise your hand, then we do the proper entries. Okay, अभी तो मैंने ऐसे general में बताया आपको. Please check. Just let me know when you're ready for the entries. Karthik, what are you reading? Last point in the table, other unlisted companies, 10% लिखा तो है. Karthik? जो
मैम
table बना.
कंपनीज लिस्टेड कंपनीज की कोई भी एक भी लिस्टेड
अच्छा,
कंपनी.
I thought no listed का मतलब है unlisted. Yeah, right. Listed में नहीं. Everyone, are you ready? Please let me know. Can I start the entries? Nikita, Karthik, Ashutosh, have you done it? Can I go on? Okay. So let's start. So obviously the first thing that you're going to do is, we start from the issue. Depending on what are the conditions of the issue, you will accordingly make the entries. So let's say we are just assuming for at par, so I'm saying bank to debenture application and allotment, debenture application and allotment to debentures. So this is the first one whenever you issue, right? Now let's go on. So since the dates are important, obviously we will accordingly see whatever are the dates. Okay, accordingly we will make the entry. Now let's say we are saying that we are creating the DRR at the end. So we know that the entry is surplus to DRR. Now we know that this money is to be invested also, and that is to be done before 30th April. So obviously accordingly that will be done first. So in any financial year when debentures are to be redeemed, you will have to pass the following entry, that is DRI bank you have invested. Now, since you have invested at the end, whenever the redemption is taking place, that you are going to pass the realization of investment, you are going to sell it off, so to say. So if you sell it off, obviously you're going to get certain money, your debenture redemption investment, and you are also going to get certain interest. This is the money that you have received. Now, since you are redeeming the debentures, so debentures, debenture holder, and then debenture holder bank. Now, please note one thing. That now you will close at the end, you will be closing the accounts. Since DRI तो आपको automatically close हो जाएगा, आपने उसको खरीदा था, अब आपने उसको बेच दिया, वो close हो जाएगा. But what about this DRR? You have to you will transfer the DRR to the general reserve. So DRR, please remember to do this to general reserve. Okay. Now this is basically the theory of it. We are going to start with the, maybe if we can, let's see how many questions can we do, and then I'll give you the homework. So let's start with the illustration one, the basic one. All of you can please come on illustration one. It says, I'm reading with you. Amritsar Cotton Limited issued 5 crore 10%. Yes, beta. Yes, yes, bolo.
जो इंटरेस्ट ऑन DRI है हमारा, मैम उसको हम कहाँ पे स्टेटमेंट ऑफ P&L में लास्ट में क्लोज नहीं करेंगे?
नहीं, मैं यही बोल रही हूँ ना कि डिबेंचर रिडेम्पशन इन्वेस्टमेंट तो ऑटोमेटिकली क्लोज हो ही जाएगा. इन द सेंस जब आप क्रिएट करोगे ना इस अकाउंट को, तो DRI जो है तुमने वो खरीदा होगा, और उसके बाद जब तुम, लाइक फॉर इंस्टेंस, लेट मी शो यू, होल्ड ऑन. You have this DRI to bank, you must have bought it for some amount, and then you have DRI to DRI, this thing, interest, ये वाला. तो ये जो interest है, अभी जब हम entries करेंगे ना, अभी जब हम question करेंगे, तो you will understand that how will it close or where will it go. ठीक है? Let's try with the question. So like I have illustration 1 here. So we know that 5 crore 10% debentures, 1,000 each at 940 per debenture. Now, if it is 940 per debenture, can you tell me debentures are issued at a
discount?
Yes. So that's one thing you have to note. Accordingly, the entry will be done. Now, debentures are redeemable in 5 annual installments. So this is where you have to redeem it in 5 annual installments of 200 each. So if it is saying 200 each, can you tell me in one installment how much money are you redeeming? Anyone? How much money are you redeeming in 1 month? 1 year? Can't hear you.
100
lakh. Yeah, 100 lakh, right. So therefore now this is another point. It is decided to write off the discount in proportion. ये हमने last class में बात की थी, इसको भी करेंगे अभी. Write off the discount in proportion to the amount of debentures money usage over the various years. We'll see that. Pass appropriate journal entries in year 1 and year 2. So यहाँ पे year 1, year 2 दिया है, तो हम year 1, year 2 करके करेंगे. कोई dates की जरूरत नहीं है. Prepare a statement for writing off discount over the 5 years period. And assume that the redemption is out of capital. So please note all of you, ये out of capital वाला question है, simple, right? इसमें कुछ नहीं, मुझे DRR नहीं create करना पहली बात. The moment he's saying out of capital, I don't have to create the DRR, okay? So let's start. In the first year, what we are doing is we are issuing the debentures and we are issuing it at discount. Who will tell me this entry? You can pass it in the chat box, please. Issue of debentures at a discount with the amounts. You can unmute yourself or you can pass it in the chat box with the amounts. Yes, please tell me. I'm waiting. मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा, आशुतोष चैट बॉक्स में लिखो क्योंकि मुझे अमाउंट्स चाहिए. I want the exact entry and the amounts. Bhavna, you can write it in the chat box. Radhika, Lakshay, please try. Rajjoti. Issue of debentures की entry. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am.
हाँ बोलो बेटा.
Bank account debit.
Okay.
4,700 crore. Discount on debentures 300 crores to debenture application and allotment 5,000 crores.
Wait. Discount is how much?
300 crores.
30 lakhs है बेटा.
Yes, ma'am.
30 lakhs होगा ना, क्योंकि हाँ 30 lakhs होगा.
To debenture application and allotment 5,000 crores.
तो सीधा, क्योंकि इसमें एप्लीकेशन अलॉटमेंट और वो सब नहीं दिया, तो सीधा हम डिबेंचर्स भी कर सकते हैं. दैट इज कितना है? 5 करोड़. 5 करोड़, राइट? हाँ 5 करोड़. तुम थोड़ा उसमें कंफ्यूज हो रही हो, आई थिंक. वो 4 करोड़ 70 लाख है और 30 लाख है, ठीक है? डिनोमिनेशन देख लो बेटा, समझ आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, okay. Somebody has written also, yeah, 4.7 crore, right? Exactly, that's how it is, Karthik. So we have issued now. Now the point is, he's saying that we have to redeem it and in 5 annual installment, और खाली 2 ही years की उसने मांगी है, ठीक है? Now I know that this debenture, you have also noticed that there is certain interest that is going to be paid on this debenture. Now the question is, in the first year, how much interest will be paid? Can anybody tell me? In the first year on 5 crore, how much interest will be paid? I just need the amount of interest on debentures. Anyone? How much interest will be paid in the first year? Okay, let me tell you if you don't understand this. 5 crore hai, 10% hai, so 10% of 5 crore becomes, I think someone has written. Yeah, 10% of 5 crore becomes 50 lakh. Now I know that every year I have to first redeem the 1/5, क्योंकि equal annual installment उसने बोला, तो 5 crore का 1/5 है 1 crore, right? And because it is from capital, I don't have to do any DRR business. So 10% debentures to, sorry, debentures भी मिलेंगे plus interest भी मिलेगा. interest amounts अभी डाल रही हूँ just to explain you, and then you have to pay this amount to the debenture holder. So this was 1 crore. The zeros 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. I think this is fine. You can check if there is any problem in the zeros. Right, 3. Okay, and then finally this amount that I have to pay. Okay, is this clear? Now out of capital
10 lakh
10 लाख लिखा है मैंने, एक सेकंड.
ये 10 लाख मतलब सॉरी 1 करोड़ कैसे होगा?
हाँ 1 करोड़ ऐसे हो गया, 5 करोड़ के डिबेंचर्स थे और उसने बोला 5 एनुअल इंस्टॉलमेंट. तो कौन सा मेथड है? एनुअल इंस्टॉलमेंट वाला मेथड है कि हर साल मुझे एक इंस्टॉलमेंट देनी है. तो 5 करोड़ डिवाइडेड बाय 5 कितना हुआ? 1 करोड़ हुआ ना? Is it clear?
Yes ma'am.
Right, so that's how we did. So now I pay the money, that is debenture holder. ये तो पहले साल में मैंने इसको इतना पे किया होगा. This is first year, but if you remember, we said तो हमारा प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस बनेगा, स्टेटमेंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस, उसमें हमें क्या क्या चीजें दिखानी है. देखो इंटरेस्ट पे किया है, डिस्काउंट भी है, तो दोनों चीजें मुझको डालनी है. अब इंटरेस्ट मुझे इस साल का दिख रहा है, वो डाल देती हूँ एज इट इज, उसमें तो कोई क्वेश्चन है नहीं मेरा. लेकिन अब मैं कैसे कैलकुलेट करूं कि डिस्काउंट कितना राइट ऑफ मैं कर रही हूँ. ओके, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन हियर. इज दिस क्लियर? लेट मी चेक द zeros please. Yeah, please keep on checking the zeros. I might be wrong. Yeah, I think it's fine. Now if you notice, how will we calculate that? मैं इसको थोड़ा नीचे करती हूँ. It says, उसने दिया हुआ है हमें, prepare a statement for writing off discount over 5 years period. अब उसको write off कैसे करना है ये भी दिया हुआ है. It is decided to write off discount in proportion to the amount of debentures money usage over the various years. Now please note all of you, कितने के debentures है? पहले साल मेरे पास कितना आया था? 5 करोड़. Right? So I check the zeros. Please see. दूसरे साल 5 करोड़ में से 1 करोड़ तो मैंने कर दिया था रिडीम. राइट, तो मेरे पास बच गया 4 करोड़. फिर तीसरे साल मैंने 1 करोड़ और रिडीम किया होगा, मेरे पास बच गया 3 करोड़. फिर 1 करोड़ और रिडीम किया होगा, 2 करोड़ बचा. फाइनली 1 करोड़ बच जाएगा. इज इट क्लियर? पहले ये बता दो मुझे. Is this clear? Yes or no? Any doubts? Because
Yes,
this is important. This calculation is important. I told you last class also. So अब कैसे कह रहा है? In proportion to the amount of debentures money usage over the various years. तो ratio क्या निकला मेरा? 5:4:3:2. मतलब 5 + 4 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. 5:15. मतलब पहले साल में 5:15 of what? 5:15 of how much? Anyone? बोलो. 5:15 of how much? Total discount कितना है? 30 लाख.
30 lakh.
ये हो गया. Calculate it and tell me how much will it be? 5:15 of 30 lakh will be? Anyone?
10 lakh.
Yes, correct.
10 lakhs.
So this is it. Yeah. So therefore मेरे पास 50 लाख तो ये था, और मुझे अब एक और चीज राइट ऑफ करनी है. वो क्या है? मेरी डिस्काउंट ऑन इशू ऑफ डिबेंचर्स. ठीक है. So this becomes statement of P&L में गया मेरा 60 lakh. Right? That's it. Now the point is that I will have to, उसने बोला था 2 साल की एंट्री करनी है, 5 साल की भी बोल सकता है बाय द वे. अब ये मैंने पहले साल की तो एंट्री कर दी. ठीक है. ओके, नाउ आई एम वेटिंग फॉर यू टू डू द ईयर 2 एंट्री. काफी एंट्री सेम है ईयर 2 में, एक आध एंट्री डिफरेंट होगी. प्लीज डू द एंट्रीज एंड सेंड इट इन द चैट बॉक्स. ईयर 2 एंट्रीज प्लीज. आई एम वेटिंग फॉर द पिक्चर। ईयर 2 की एंट्रीज करेंगे। Yes, are you done? Yes, are you done? Please send it in the chat box. Almost मतलब बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा ही डिफरेंस है आपका। ऑब्वियसली डिबेंचर इंटरेस्ट चेंज हो जाएगा क्योंकि आउटस्टैंडिंग अमाउंट कम हो गया, एंड आपका राइटिंग ऑफ डिस्काउंट चेंज हो जाएगा। Okay, somebody has sent. Let me check. Radhika, who is this? Yeah, Radhika. It is Radhika. Let me check. So 10, okay, 40 interest, okay, and then you have the holder to bank. You have statement 4A. All right, correct, right, Radhika? That's how it is. I hope everyone has seen it. Great. So this is about the capital, out of capital, which is simple. Now let's come to tricky one. That is where you are transferring certain thing amount to the DRR, and it is going to be illustration 2 that we are going to do today. Illustration 3 is going to be your homework. So last question for today, illustration 2. Let's start. On 1st April 2019, Vishnu Priya Steel Limited has a balance of 4 lakh in surplus account. The company decided to repay 4 lakh 12% debentures on 31st March 2020 at a premium of 10%. Debenture interest is payable annually at the end of financial year on 31st March when the accounts are closed. The company also has a balance of 2 lakh in debenture redemption reserve account. पहले से ही debenture reserve account में 2 lakh already है. Please note that. The company makes investment as per rules framed under the company share capital and debenture rules 2014 on 1st April of every financial year. The investment carry interest at 10% per annum and are realized at par. Okay, so here it is said, yeah, I like to take up the point that Karthik has also pointed out कि भाई एक महीने का margin क्यों दिया है Karthik? So Karthik, the margin is like, अगर आप इस क्वेश्चन में नोटिस करोगे उसने क्या बोला, किस दिन इन्वेस्टमेंट की है कार्तिक?
1st of April.
1st of April. तो मतलब आप कर सकते हो, ठीक है, बट इट्स लाइक जैसे रूल होता है ना कि भाई हाँ इस डेट तक टाइप्स, तो वो है कि आप पहले करो, बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट 30th April तक आप कर दो, ठीक है। तो उसने भाई पूरा 1 अप्रैल से किया, उसको पूरा इंटरेस्ट मिलने वाला है. सो दैट इज हाउ इट इज. इज इट क्लियर, कार्तिक?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on 1st April. Now since we are going to, what are we going to do? Investment carry interest at 10% per annum and are realized at par. Journalize the transaction for the financial year 2019-20, complying with the provisions of Companies Act 2013. So we start with 2019. That is 2019 में हम entries शुरू करेंगे. Now my question to all of you is, what is the first entry that I'm going to pass? Please keep in mind the dates. Yes, anyone? What will be the first entry? इतना टाइम तो नहीं लगना चाहिए. पहला दिन क्या होता है फाइनेंशियल ईयर का? 1 अप्रैल होता है. यस और नो? तो 1 अप्रैल को क्या एंट्री हो रही है? एनीवन? व्हाट एंट्री इज हैपनिंग ऑन 1 अप्रैल?
Investments.
Right, ma'am.
So I am going to pass the entry of investment, that is DRI to bank, and we notice, just hold on, please notice, obviously कोई अमाउंट तो दिया नहीं है इसमें. अब हमारा क्वेश्चन क्या था, हमारा रूल क्या था? हमारा रूल था 15% तो होना चाहिए. अब डिवेंचर ड्यू कितने हैं? 4 लाख के ड्यू हैं, तो 4 लाख का 15% becomes 60,000. Is this calculation clear? This is important. Is this clear? Anyone? Any question? Any question? Okay. Now I know that I have to redeem also on 31st March. So now I have to pass. Now this is going to be a little tricky. Entry on 31st March. Now can anyone tell me 31st March को सबसे पहली एंट्री मैं कौन सी पास करूंगी? अब ये भी इंपॉर्टेंट है कि 31st March को, क्योंकि 31st March को ज्यादा एंट्रीज है, तो 31st March को पहले कौन सी एंट्री पास करूं? एनीवन? बोलिए. क्या सरप्लस से ट्रांसफर कर दूं? यस और नो? Can I pass the entry of surplus to DRR? Yes or no? लॉजिक लगाओ. नहीं आता तो बोलो मैम नहीं आता, आप बता दो. नहीं तो बताओ. भावना क्या कह रही हो? तुम्हारी आवाज क्लियर नहीं. माइक में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, चैट बॉक्स में लिख दो. So nobody is able to answer, so I think I'll tell you. Just hold on. And okay, yes. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, somebody has written something in the chat box, I believe. Investment? No. Bhavna, investment. Yeah, okay. Matlab, what you can do is, maybe you're telling me a combined entry, I think, Bhavna. So it depends whether you're doing a combined entry or what. Otherwise, let's say you have certain interest. So we can do, हमें interest मिल रहा है, right? So debenture interest. और हमें इंटरेस्ट पे भी करना है, दोनों चीजें हैं, राइट? टू डिबेंचर होल्डर. अब डिबेंचर होल्डर को कितना इंटरेस्ट पे करना है पहले तो वो देखते हैं. तो डिबेंचर होल्डर को इंटरेस्ट पे करना है मैंने 4 लाख उसे रिडीम करना है, एंड द इंटरेस्ट इज, जस्ट होल्ड ऑन, डिबेंचर्स इज 12%, सो इट इज 48,000. 4 लाख का 12% 48,000. इज दिस क्लियर? एनी क्वेश्चन? एंड देन मुझे डिबेंचर इंटरेस्ट ये जो है पे करना है. दैट इज डिबेंचर. आप कंबाइन भी कर सकते हो बाय द वे, सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज, इट्स अप टू यू. डिबेंचर now we were saying we will receive interest. ये वाला है जो इंटरेस्ट मुझे मिलेगा.
Excuse me, ma'am.
यस बेटा बोलो.
मैम ये डिबेंचर होल्डर टू बैंक नहीं होगा?
सॉरी, हाँ करेक्ट, यू राइट, बिल्कुल सही है. ठीक है, ओके. अब ये वाला कौन सा इंटरेस्ट है जो मुझे मिलेगा? कोई मुझे बताएगा ये वाला इंटरेस्ट कितना होगा जब मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट रियलाइज करूंगी? हाउ मच विल दैट बी? एनीवन? How much will that be?
मैम 6,000
6,000
10% of
Let's
60,000
see, because हमने इन्वेस्ट किया था 60,000 और उस पे इंटरेस्ट है 10% उसने दिया हुआ है, right. So this is 6,000. So this is 6,000. And after this, since I will be realizing, this is the bank to debenture interest. ये मेरे पास realize हो रहा है, interest on debenture, इसको मैं ये लिख लेती हूँ. What will be the next entry, anyone? मैं रियलाइज कर रही हूँ अब भावना तुम्हारी एंट्री टू डिवेंचर redemption investment, that is 60,000, right? This is 60,000. And now please note, now what is happening, मैं surplus में अपना पैसा जो भी मतलब इन्वेस्ट कर रही थी, विच वॉज सरप्लस मेरे पास है. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना है, सरप्लस मेरे पास ऑलरेडी 4 लाख का है और वो कह रहा है कि डीआरआर में मेरे पास ऑलरेडी 2 लाख है, बट मुझे कितना रिडीम करना है, 4 लाख रिडीम करना है. अब क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे ये है एवरीवन कि ये जो मैं एंट्री करती हूँ सरप्लस टू डीआरआर वाली, राइट, एंड में करती हूँ 31 मार्च को करती हूँ, अब ये कितने अमाउंट से करूँ? एनीवन? How much amount? बोलो बोलो जी. अच्छा, ये थोड़ा सा एक चीज भी गड़बड़ होगी, यहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो गई है. हाँ ठीक है, थोड़ा सा यहाँ गड़बड़ होगी. हाँ बताइए. Just give me a minute. Let me check. Has a balance of 4 lakh. The company decided to repay this much on 31st December. The interest is payable at the end of financial year when the accounts are closed. Company has a balance of 2 lakh in debenture redemption reserve account. The company makes investment as per rules. Okay, on April of every financial year. Yes, this is important actually. This much. ये यहाँ पे आपको देखना पड़ेगा. हाँ, मुझे बताओ, एनीवन कैन यू टेल मी कि यहाँ जब मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट रियलाइज करूंगी, प्लीज नोट, यहाँ पे जब मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट रियलाइज करूंगी, क्या यहाँ पे 60,000 आएगा या कुछ और आएगा? यस और नो? बोलो भाई, सो क्यों रहे हो? विल दिस बी 60,000? यस और नो? This will be 60,000 only. I'm confusing you a little bit. But now I want to know surplus to DRR कितना होगा? This is very important. Surplus to DRR कितना होगा? नहीं आता जवाब तो मैं बताती हूँ, आप थोड़े कंफ्यूज लग रहे हो. So देखो, 4 लाख मुझे रिडीम करना है, 2 लाख ऑलरेडी मेरे पास सरप्लस में है, राइट, बट 2 लाख मुझे अभी और चाहिए. So therefore this will be the amount 2 lakh to DRR 2 lakh. एंड प्लीज नोट, मैंने आपको पूरा पेज पढ़ने को इसीलिए बोला था, पीछे जाइए, सेबी गाइडलाइंस में देखिए, लिखता है डीआरआर इक्वल टू 50% ऑफ डिबेंचर इशू. द कंपनी शैल क्रिएट डीआरआर इक्वल टू 50% द अमाउंट ऑफ डिबेंचर इशू बिफोर द रिडेम्पशन ऑफ डिबेंचर बिगिंस. नाउ सो मैंने ये 2 लाख क्रिएट कर दिया यहाँ पे. अब जब मेरा 2 लाख क्रिएट हो गया, आई विल पे द डिबेंचर होल्डर, दैट इज डिबेंचर होल्डर.
Excuse me, ma'am.
बोलो बोलो बोलो.
Had it been 2 lakh were not there in the reserve, what will be the entry then?
हाँ, जब अगर तो 2 लाख रिजर्व में नहीं होगा सर, तो देखो ऑब्वियस सी बात है, वो यहाँ पे ये बोलेगा कि भाई उसने क्या बोला है, टर्म्स क्या है, रूल्स क्या है. रूल्स ये हैं कि हर साल, ये तो तुम्हें लास्ट ईयर दे दिया ना, एक्चुअली उसने तुम्हें लास्ट ईयर दे दिया. इसका मतलब है कि पिछले सालों में आपने वही 10% और 15% सारा जो भी इन्वेस्ट किया होगा वो किया होगा, बिकॉज दैट इज द रूल्स. और उसने लिखा है ये कि रूल्स के अकॉर्डिंगली उसने किया है. दैट इज व्हाई वो 2 लाख क्रिएट ऑलरेडी हो चुका है डीआरआर में. सो कार्तिक, दैट विल नॉट बी पॉसिबल अकॉर्डिंग टू रूल्स. आर यू गेटिंग इट कार्तिक?
No, ma'am, not really.
Okay, let me repeat.
मतलब
I am मैं बोल रही हूँ, रुको. वैसा होगा नहीं, क्यों नहीं होगा? रूल क्या है? रूल ये है कि हर साल आपको 10% सरप्लस में डालना है, 15% आपने इन्वेस्ट करना है, ठीक है. अब वो आपको लास्ट ईयर की एंट्री करने को कह रहा है. पीछे का assumption क्या है? पीछे का assumption है कि हर साल आपने 10%
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
डाला. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So that's
मैम
the
बट इसमें
point.
50% का रोल कैसा आया इसमें, मैं वो समझ नहीं पा रहा हूँ. 10% और 15 का था.
नहीं, रोल नहीं है. रोल ये है, मतलब रोल ये है बेसिकली जस्ट टू टेल यू कि भाई आपको रिडेम्पशन से पहले 50% ऑलरेडी क्रिएट कर देना चाहिए. मतलब कि इस साल में आपका
इन
रिडेम्पशन
टोटलिटी मैम,
हाँ.
इसका मतलब इन टोटलिटी है ना.
नहीं, लेकिन इस साल में हो रहा है ना रिडेम्पशन, तो उससे पहले उसने पहले 50% क्रिएट कर दिया है, राइट. अब 50% बचा है तो
ओके मैम.
राइट, ठीक है, ओके. सो डिबेंचर होल्डर आपका है. अब आपको यहाँ एक चीज ध्यान रखिएगा बिकॉज आई थिंक द रिडेम्पशन इज एट अ प्रीमियम. यस, रिडेम्पशन इज एट अ प्रीमियम. सो आपका जो डिबेंचर था 12% डिबेंचर, लिख लेना, मैं शॉर्ट में कर रही हूँ बिकॉज आई ऑल्सो हैव अ क्लास एक्चुअली. सो डिबेंचर एंड देन देयर इज अ प्रीमियम ऑल्सो. And how much is the premium? Let's see, it's 10%, I believe. Yeah, 4 lakh. To debenture holder. अब आपने ये रिडीम किया है, that is debenture holder. 40,000 to bank. Now since again हमें जो भी स्टेटमेंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस में जो भी चीजें ट्रांसफर करनी है वो ध्यान देनी होंगी. स्टेटमेंट ऑफ P&L कितना है? इंटरेस्ट है 48,000 एंड 6,000. सो 48,000 इसको प्लीज पूरा लिखिएगा. मैं शॉर्ट में लिखी हूँ, आप पूरा लिखोगे. एंड देन देयर इज जो आपको मिला है इंटरेस्ट, दैट इज 6,000. ओके, 6,000 भी कर दिया आपने फाइनली. नाउ इफ यू रिमेंबर, ये चीज आप हमेशा भूल जाते हो, वो ये कि मैंने एक डीआरआर क्रिएट किया था, मुझे उस डीआरआर को क्लोज करना है. 4 लाख का डीआरआर था, उसको जनरल रिजर्व में ट्रांसफर करना है टू जीआर. दिस इज वेयर द क्वेश्चन विल एंड. एनी क्वेश्चन? Any question now? You can go through the entries. I'll just show you again. And to answer your question, Ashutosh, you can see the entries and you can see how automatically DRI gets closed. Can you see that, Ashutosh?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So we will get whatever interest that will go to statement of P&L. That's how it gets closed, and we will pay to buy it, and then we'll sell it. So whatever we get is it gets automatically closed. So I don't have to close it. So I think with that I will stop here. And I'll request you to please try illustration 3. You have Sunday and you have Monday. We meet on Tuesday. You should do illustration 3. And on Tuesday, we'll start with sinking fund method, all of you. It's a little similar, just थोड़ा सा difference है concept वही है, investment करनी है, उस पे interest मिलेगा, आपको sinking fund और sinking fund investment के account बनाने हैं. So it's like DRR और DRI के account बनाना in short. So with that, I think I should stop my recording and I'll just